Welcome to the April edition of What's New at your Monson Free Library. Happy spring, everybody. As you all know, there's plenty new at the library every month. First of all, I want to tell you about a new magazine we just got. It's for adults. It's called Take, and it's all about new culture in Western Mass. It's really pretty, a cutting-edge magazine, and it's art, all kinds of culture, food, everything in the area. So I invite you to check that out. And you're wondering, where can I find that magazine? Where did Hope move the magazines this time? Into our new reading room. I am so excited. It's almost done. You can go in there and look at the magazines, take them out, but we ask that you enjoy them elsewhere in the library because the room's not quite complete yet. We have a few finishing touches, so it's still a little bit under construction. But please feel free to wander in, look at the magazines, and get ready to enjoy your new reading room. There'll be more details when we have a grand opening party for that. Okay, you asked for it, we're doing it. We have a lit and knit group going on Tuesday mornings at 10:30. We're starting with the Beginning to Knit 4-week session. It actually starts the last week in March, but does go through April. So if you want to learn how to knit, feel free to drop by, even if you missed the first class. But what we're trying to do is make this a social group where everyone can gather and knit and chat, maybe talk about some literature, whatever you want. We don't care. But it is starting up Tuesdays at 10:30. So we hope you all can come, have some coffee, bring your knitting, join the group. A lot of other things going on this month, as usual. We have our Explore Technology. As you know, those are Tuesdays from 11 to 1 and Thursdays from 5 to 7 with Tegan. Call the library, stop by, set up a 20-minute, half-hour session with her. What do you need help with? Setting up an email account, how to use our online databases, how to use Overdrive. We've been getting a lot of requests for that. That's getting very popular. But if you need some technology help, just give us a call and Tegan will be happy to sit down with you and show you what you need. Okay, we have Monson Parks and Rec. Very pleased they are doing their yoga program with Laura Mashenko once again in our DeSantis room. And that goes from April 5th to May 24th. If you are interested, you do have to sign up through Parks and Rec. But they are doing kids yoga this time, which is very exciting, ages 9 to 12, and that's from 4:15 to 5:15. Then the all levels yoga, 5:45 to 6:45, and then there's meditation from 7 to 7:50. So a little something for everybody, again, starting on April 5th. Contact Parks and Rec if you're interested. We're also doing a Braided Rug Workshop. Very excited about this one. It's a 3-session on Saturdays, 2-hour sessions, starting April 16th, 23rd, and 30th from 10 to 12. The first session, she will give you a list of supplies that are needed, but there's going to be instruction. You'll come away however much homework you want to do, but with at least kind of a seating pad that you can keep making into a rug. So this is a very good workshop with artist and craftsperson Sarah Winter. You do need to sign up for this, so please call the library to do that. We also have our Appetite for Art, one of my favorite groups, and we're always looking for new members. It's a really great group. It's a brown bag lunch, one Wednesday a month. This Wednesday, April 20th at noontime. Bring your lunch. We talk about art. We're going to be talking about botanical art this month, kind of getting that spring kind of feeling. And we're also going to be discussing a field trip. We do a couple field trips a year. So if you're interested in art, whether you know a lot or you just want to discuss and be with a lot of good people, come join us. It's a really great group. We have an author event with Tommy Shea. Everybody knows Tommy. Well, he's coming out with a book just in time for baseball season, called Dingers, 101 Most Memorable Home Runs. He will be at the library on April 21st at 6:30 p.m. So come get a little baseball on, say hi to Tommy. Oh, and let's not forget our friends. They have their monthly meeting, going back a day, but on April 20th, the friends have their meeting at 6 p.m. at the library. Please come. We're always looking for new friends. Planning fundraisers, planning some bus trips that we're going to be doing. Always a good time. Please come along. See what we're all about. Don't forget, we have Scrabble every month, the last Tuesday of every month. This time it's April 26th. They start at 6 p.m. Always a friendly, well, we've got maybe 3 or 4 games going on at a time. So it's always a lot of fun. Everyone's always welcome, all ages. And then finally, our book group. That's Thursday, April 28th at 6 p.m. And books are available at the library. If you're interested in participating, come check out a book. This month it is going to be The Sea by John Banville. And we do have copies available, so please stop by. Hope to see you at the library.
Hi, I'm Sandy Courtney. I'm the Youth Services Librarian at the Monson Free Library, and I'm happy to be talking about what's going on this month at the library. So let's start by talking about our weekly programs for the littlest library fans. Every week, we welcome caregivers and preschoolers to our weekly story time on Wednesday mornings at 10:30. This is a mix of stories, crafts, songs, and activities that is both fun and educational. We have explored themes ranging from counting to colors, from bears to bunnies, and we do it all through engaging children in the best early literacy practices. For example, we sing a lot of songs at story time, and we do that because music breaks words down into their smallest pieces, and that really helps children understand and hear the smaller sounds that make up words, and that's a building block to early language development. We also include a lot of movement and visual aids in our storytelling and our songs, and we do that because research and experience shows us that that enhances learning, and it's fun. So there you go. For the littlest library fans, our Bounce and Rhyme Baby Time meets on Friday mornings at 10:30. This is a lively group. Caregivers and babies up to age 2 join us for simple lap bounces and finger plays, traditional nursery rhymes, and fun songs. We use scarves and shakers and other fun props, as well as books, of course. Both of these programs encourage caregivers to read to their children, to read to those littlest kids, because that builds their enthusiasm, that love of books, and kids who love books want to learn to read. That's a real gift to them before they start school, is to make reading fun. Now, once they start reading, we'll be ready for them. I've added a lot of new easy readers recently, a lot of new picture books, as well as new chapter books and so on. And I'm always happy to help a kiddo find just the right book, or to help you find just the right book for your child. Of course, you don't have to come in and see me, although I like it when you do. You can always go to monsonlibrary.com and you can search the catalog at home. So if your kid's into dump trucks this week, or zebras, or the color yellow, or if they are trying to learn about friendship or sharing, you can search by keywords in our catalog and find just the right book. Of course, you can request books both from our library as well as from surrounding libraries. All you need is your library card. Also at monsonlibrary.com, you can find more information about any of the programs that I talk about here. So it's a handy resource. You can also look at databases, everything from magazines to Encyclopedia Britannica. It's a great place to learn more about what's at your library. So check us out at monsonlibrary.com. Now, let's see, where were we? Speaking of kids who love to read, we now have 3 book clubs happening for children at the Monson Library. For our littler or our younger kids, our Magic Treehouse book club is for children in grades 1 through 4. And every month we follow Jack and Annie on their adventures as they travel through time via the Magic Treehouse they found in Frog Creek, Pennsylvania. I love these books because they're a great introduction to early chapter books for kids. They're a nice intro to historical fiction. We have so far examined fossils after reading Dinosaurs at Dusk. We built castles out of Legos and made shields with our own coat of arms after reading Knights at Dawn. So every month, the children read the book either independently or with an adult. And then at our monthly meeting, we have some discussion and an activity related. This month, we're reading Mummies in the Morning. I can't wait to see what I come up with. The meeting is on Thursday, April 28th, and that's from 4:30 to 5:30. Books are available at the library, and new members are always welcome. So I encourage you to have your kiddo check it out. Now for the bigger kids in grades 5 through 7, we have our Stacks and Snacks book club. These kids are reading The Expatriates by Corinne O'Flynn this month. This is the first book in a trilogy. The second book is coming out this summer. I can't wait. Ms. O'Flynn generously donated a limited number of signed copies of the book for us to be able to give out to members of our book club this month. So I'm so excited. You can still pick up a copy, and I encourage you to ask for, I have a bunch of Post-it notes, because we're going to video chat with the author. We're going to Skype with her at our meeting, and you want to be prepared, have questions. Where'd that idea come from? How long have you been writing? How do I get a book published? She's the one to ask. So it should be a great conversation. That meeting is on Tuesday, April 12th, and like I said, we'll be Skyping with the author then. New members are welcome, and snacks. Thank you, Miss Diane, for baking for our book clubs. I would be remiss in not mentioning that I don't bake, but she makes us some fabulous stuff. So there you go. Our third book club is our newest book club, and that is Yolo Reads. Our teen advisory group requested a book club for kids in grade 7+, and we listen. So Tegan is running this book club. Every month, kids have the choice between the option of reading one of two books, or they can read both. Last month, one of the books they read was Crazy, and they had a video chat with the author of that book, and they came up with some great questions for Han. It was a real lively discussion. So this month, they will be meeting on April 26th from 3 to 4. Again, new members are welcome. Snacks, books at the library. So, speaking of YOLO, it stands for Youth Offering Library Opinions. This is our teen advisory board. They've been meeting since last fall. New members, of course, are welcome. It's a great group. I'm looking for them to give me insight on collection development, on program ideas for kids in grade 7+. So we generally talk about that for the first half hour. We talk about new books that have come in, etc. And then we generally do some type of activity. This month, we're going to be making candy roses from Jolly Ranchers Candy. Google it. I found it on Pinterest. It's so cool. I can't wait to try it. So these kids will be meeting on Wednesday, April 13th from 3 to 4 p.m. Also, during April vacation, our YOLO is sponsoring a movie and candy sushi evening, again, for kids in grade 7+. We're going to be watching some anime, and we're going to be making candy sushi. If you don't know what that is, Google that. It is so cool. It's candy. It looks like sushi. It's really fun. So again, that's on Thursday, April 21st during school vacation from 3:30 to 5:30, and that is just for kids in grades 7+. So also during April vacation, I can't believe we're talking April vacation already, but we are. We'll be having a very special teddy bear sleepover for our story time on Wednesday. That's the April 20th at 10:30. So children are invited to bring a stuffed animal to spend the night at the library. So we'll be doing stories and crafts and fun stuff, activities related to a sleepover. And then children are invited to bring a stuffed animal that will then stay at the library on a special sleepover adventure. They'll pick the stuffed animal up on Thursday after we open at 2, and there'll be a little special newsletter that will have pictures and stuff to show them what kind of mischief their stuffed animal got into at the library after hours. Now, I highly encourage you to encourage your child not to bring their favorite stuffed animal, because again, the stuffed animal is going to spend the night at the library, and we don't want you to have a meltdown on your hands when they realize that Teddy's not at home. So their second favorite is the perfect animal to come spend the night with us. Again, that's during school vacation, April 20th at our story time. Usually story time on Wednesdays is for preschoolers, but I would love to see some of my bigger friends who have started school. So those kiddos who are in preschool, kindergarten, early elementary are welcome to join us for this special story time. Those are kind of the highlights of what's going on in April. Don't forget Lego time, second Thursday of the month from 4:30 to 5:30. Come build with us. I always have the Legos out for everyone, but it's all ages. We do have Duplos for the little kids. I usually break out floor puzzles. Sometimes I get out the train tracks. You never know. It's all about building and having fun. So join us for that. That's the second Thursday of the month, so that would be, I'm not sure what the date is, but you can look on monsonlibrary.com. It'll tell you. And we are registering now for May to read with Ben. Ben is our Intermountain Therapy Dog volunteer, along with Nancy Kita. They come for the READ program, Reading Education Assistance Dogs. Kids in grades kindergarten through grade 3 can sign up for a personalized time slot to come in and read with Ben, who is the cutest poodle ever. registration is required for that. We are doing that now where kids sign up for a 15 to 20-minute time period weekly for a 4-week period. April is booked already and underway, but we are signing up for May. There are a limited number of spots available, so you should call or drop by soon. Our phone number at the library is 267-3866. Again, we're at munsonlibrary.com, and we look forward to seeing you at the library. Thanks so much, and have a great day.
Hold on.